Hello, I'm Dima from Integrator channel, and in this video I would like to check with you the mobx. So let's start from the beginning and visiting their website. So mobx is a simple, scalable state management. Actually, I don't agree with the word simple because you need really to understand classes. And yeah, thanks for supporting Ukraine a lot to them. So let's start. First of all, I've added the link to their website. Second point is saying that it's mostly object-oriented approach of using store in your application, and it is framework agnostic. It means that it can be used with different libraries and frameworks, but more often they use it with React, and all examples are with React. Use it with classes, you can use it with functions, we will see it later in action. And next point is that mobx is a signal-based state management library. What does it mean signal-based? We can ask ChatGPT. So actually, yeah, the response is that the main concepts of single based is like that you can subscribe to some changes, you have observability of those changes, you have reactivity in your application, automatic reactions like re-renders in React, and so on. So example how it so we have a package called mobx, so you used like this. And to use it with React, there are two more packages. So it depends on if you are using an old classes in React or just functional components. So for functional, you can use this mobx-react-lite, and for classes, mobx-react. So yeah, moving forward, a store state is any data structure you like. Just make sure that all properties you want to change over time are marked as observable. It means that you can subscribe on different type of entities, data structures, and yeah, check changes and update your UI or do whatever you would like. And mutations. So I've been working with Redux a lot, and we try to avoid mutations there as much as possible. And here it's really new approach with mutation. So when you just change the properties of objects, demo site and getting started. So I will add the link in the description. It described well what happened, but actually I don't like the user interface. So that's why I like started a front-end application, just a simple React app, where you can play with the counter, where you can see that some changed after the timeout, and also the to-do list that they have in the website embedded here, and everything is in TypeScript. So don't take it like a best practices, because I also just started learning mobx, and yeah, and quick dive to the code of this application. So what we have here, this is a basic create React app. So additionally, we've created timer. So you can see that make auto observable is added, imported from mobx. So that's how it makes our timer subscribe to updates of the timer of our component. So this is another function observer from mobx-react-lite, and yeah, we export this component, and we can use as well as store here. So we import timer view, my timer. So one more time, that this might be not the best practice, but yeah, just to see it in action. So you can see that in this file I've added timer, counter, and the to-do list that they published in their get started application. So let's quickly dive into to-do application. So here is to-do list, also the observer from mobx-react-lite, and yes, so here we have to-do list and as well as to-do view, and yeah, to-do store, maybe we can rename it somehow better, but it includes this observable to-do store. So yeah, and it exported. So here we create an instance of this class, and immediately we modify, maybe it's not a real life example, but immediately we modify, add some items and modify them, and then render them in the root application. So yeah, I also want to highlight that you can see such a rocket sign. It means that this is more advanced features. So you can start from learning from the basis and then extend with more advanced techniques. So moving on, main concept that or structure that you should think of mobx is like a state and actions and derivations. And there are two types of derivations, computed values and reactions. So you can ask, what's reaction actually? So it's a new word for me as well. So reactions, you can think of reactions something similar like a useEffect in React. So similarities are they both responding to changes and performing side effects, and yeah, there are some difference. So you can check like declarative and imperative approach, context of use, and automatic cleanup, and so on. So reactions, according to their documentation, bridge the worlds of reactive and imperative programming. So this is the definition. They always referring to spreadsheet. So for example, some computations that we mentioned before are similar to formulas in that spreadsheet. And yeah, I recommend to check this page with the main principles, and yeah, check this block scheme and read around. And also what I liked that they are not dictating you how to use mobx. So it means that you can choose your preferred style, architecture, and for example, make observable function or more than decorators like observable. And yeah, we can go here to observable state, and in examples you can see like class plus make observable. So this is the first type of usage. If you want class plus decorator, here is decorator. Then you want a factory function, okay, here is a function. And yeah, and more options like observable. So you wrap with the observable function the object, and one legacy one, class plus decorator. So that's cool. So you decide how to use it. And yeah, so about the data stores, so more often they mention that you can use two stores, and they have example how you can bind them like into the root store, similar to Redux. And the one store is responsible to your domain, like for example, if you're producing cars, it might be about your products, about things like around those cars, and building a tree around this store. And then second one might be the UI store. So they mentioned also things like maybe like page or language or theme or some other states of your UI application. So basically that's it. I will add the link to this project, the video description, GitHub, and please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.